We continue here at 416 with two of Georgia's congressional Republicans attempting to impeach a federal judge who is accused of having sex in her office and then lying about it to investigators.
Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon is live outside of the 11th Circuit Courthouse in downtown Atlanta. And Doug, the details in that report were upsetting to many people in the legal community.
Yeah, they were very upset about this. And then the articles of impeachment that were introduced this week named the other person involved in this as a high-ranking Atlanta police officer. And, you know, this is really salacious stuff, guys. It said in that report that these encounters are so loud inside the building that the judge's staff could actually hear them, and that is how this got to investigators. And of course, federal judges have lifetime appointments, and so those two lawmakers behind these articles of impeachment say this was their only choice.
Republican Georgia Congressman Clay Fuller and Andrew Clyde introducing articles of impeachment against an Atlanta-based federal judge for having an affair at the courthouse and lying to investigators about it. The impeachment documents named longtime Judge Eleanor Ross and Atlanta police officer Kelly Collier as the parties involved, even though the official reprimand from the 11th Circuit Court is absent of identities.
To this day, the 11th Circuit has not confirmed it is Judge Ross. That is wrong. In fact, we only know it's Judge Ross because of certain clues that were in the official reprimand.
Georgia State University law professor Eric Siegel said there hasn't been much transparency around this. Impeachments are carried out for high crimes and misdemeanors, and with federal judges receiving lifetime appointments, it's the only way they can be removed from the bench.
It's not clear to me she committed a high crime or misdemeanor technically, but other judges have been impeached for less than criminal conduct.
Everybody has been kind of talking about how shocked they are.
Megan Grout is a criminal defense attorney who's been covering the strange case from her online channel. She says accusations like the ones laid out in the court's reprimand lower the bar for trust in the judicial system.
They pass judgment through criminal sentences or civil decisions where they are now holding people accountable for their behavior. And we need judges that are credible, reliable, ethical, trustworthy.
Siegel tells us in American history, fewer than 10 federal judges have ever been impeached.
We have to hold them accountable just like we as citizens of the United States are held accountable for our behavior in the judiciary.
Yeah, making matters worse, the reprimand says that whoever this judge actually ended up being, of course, the impeachment articles say it was Ross, also attended a election night watch party for Fulton County DA Fani Willis when judges are supposed to be politically impartial. The federal Department of Justice has now launched their own case to get that judge removed from a case involving the 2020 election. Of course, Fani Willis behind that big investigation of Donald Trump over the very same presidential contest in downtown Atlanta. Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.